And I don't know about you. Sometimes I have to have a reality check. And right now, a lot of my reality check comes from our brothers and sisters in Las Tunas, Cuba, because when I think about hard circumstances, they know it. See, I can talk about walking with God through hard times in theory while they're putting it in practice. So this photo you see, I got sent this photo someday this week. Ebar hit me with about 29 pictures. This is Anier and David with little Siley sitting there next to him, and they're loading up the back of the tricicleta, the three-wheel bike that I've talked to you about that we were blessed to be able to bless them with. And they've got the plastic panel down on the one side because it's raining outside. Like, not just light rain, but it was raining that day. But they had determined that day, in the midst of all that's going on in Cuba with the power outages, which Andrea told me again this morning, their power grid as a whole nation failed this morning, so the whole island is in a blackout. In the midst of that, in the food shortage and all these things, they had been blessed with a supply of food packs, spaghetti noodles, rice, cooking oil, things that people need, powdered milk. So these two young men and the pastor's daughter there, and one of the other pastor's daughters, the one taking the photo, they're loading up the back of the tricicleta to go through the different neighborhoods to all the people who are part of their church family, delivering these food bags. And the next photo, I think, shows, so there's one of the ladies receiving one of these food bags. And I want you to notice, in the midst, like, you see the house there, right? This is a daytime delivery. What do you notice about the house? It's dark, because they don't have power while they're making these deliveries. Okay? So here's David with one of the ladies in their church. And the next photo is Anier with a couple from the church. And they took that photo outside in the little porch area of their home. But what I want you to see, and what I was challenged by this with, is in the midst of challenges, in the midst of a food shortage, in the midst of a power outage, they said, you know what we have an opportunity to do in the midst of this? Serve our people. We have an opportunity to step in with God and be God's hands and feet to the people around us. And every one of them receiving the food are so thankful to get it. Because the food items they were being given, we just go to the grocery store. They're going to the store and there's nothing on the shelf. So understand, with every excuse to maybe stay home, it's raining, it's tough outside, it's a blackout. Oh, there's a food shortage. We could store up, Ebar could have said, hey, I'm going to store up all this food for my family. He's got a family of 5. No, we're going to get it to every family in the church so that everybody can eat something. So in the midst of that, I was challenged by it. Would we do the same? I know we respond to hurting people like David talked about last week, but what about when we're hurting people? Do we also respond to hurting people while we're in the midst of hurting? You do when you understand that God sustains. When you're understanding that God sustains, when we know who sustains us, we're free to live and serve in freedom no matter the circumstance. The reason they can serve with a smile is they have understood, hey, God is the one that feeds us, not Walmart or Kroger.